Hey there, I'm Elaine Terso. I am the CEO of You Can Automate, which is an all-in-one business suite software that I discovered that allows business owners to have a more organized and professional business with automations. The whole purpose is to get your business out of running that on a spreadsheet or running it on multiple softwares and systems. Here's some fun facts. First fact, I went to a business conference in Florida and they were talking about CRMs. How many have a CRM? 3 people raised their hand. I learned at that moment that there were 6-figure entrepreneurs running their businesses on a spreadsheet, and I literally wanted to die. Fun fact number 2, I personally was using 10 different systems and softwares to run my business. And I was spending $3,883 and some change every year on using all of these different softwares and literally duct taping them together to run my business, which was counterproductive. And I felt like a hot mess express. Oh, look at Lola. That's Lola. She's adorable. Paisley's over here making noises. Apologize. So I wanted to give you just a brief heads up about what you can expect in these little mini tutorials where I'm just going to give you like a brief tour of the software in the theme of friends, because it's my favorite thing ever. So Chandler is going to be showing us about the analytics, the dashboard of You Can Automate and all of the things that you can track. So cool. Monica is going to be showing us about being organized with the CRM and that kind of all of the cool things that it can do to keep your business organized and on track. Phoebe is going to be sharing the calendar feature. Rachel is going to be talking about style, which is websites and landing pages and how you can really bring your branding into those pages. And oh my gosh, all of the cool things you can do. Joey is going to be talking about communication, all of the things that you can do, texting, emails, everything you can do in a conversation tab. And then Ross is going to be filling us in on the education component of You Can Automate and how you can have unlimited courses and memberships, programs, etc. All right. So I hope you love friends, because that is literally the theme of my website, because I want systems to be fun. And to me, friends is fun. And so like, I wanted to make it fun. I didn't want to make it boring and super uptight. I don't want that. That's not who I am. So I hope you like it. One thing we know about Chandler Bing is that he's all about the numbers, right? We know that about Chandler. So this is the dashboard of what it looks like in You Can Automate. I had an event at the end of August, and I have had 74 people come into my pipeline, and this was the value of those leads, okay? I love that it has conversion rates on here as well, and you'll be able to see where people are at in your pipelines, okay? There are so many analytics that you can look at in You Can Automate. So where did they come from? Right? So this is kind of cool because I can see that 63 of those leads came from here. So I also want to let you know that you can connect your Facebook business account to this. And if you run ads, you'll be able to track this, as well as Google ads, as well as Google My Business, your Google Analytics, like how many people are visiting your page. And so this is all information that was pulled in from previous times. How many people have visited your website? How many scheduled appointments? There's so many analytic types that you can see in You Can Automate. One thing we know about Monica Geller is she loves organization. This is a demo account for the Relaxy Taxi that I created. And one of the cool things that this has is called pipelines. You can create unlimited pipelines. Like, what is the customer journey that you want your clients to go through? So in this account, literally what you can do is you can move them like Trello cards, right? And each time you can have an automation set up that says, if someone does this in an automation, what do you want to happen next? So I could have it set up that when I move this to request a review, it can send them an automatic message to review, to leave us a review on our Google My Business page or my Facebook page or whatever. So literally you can move these around and send reminders. I mean, literally, what does your customer journey process look like? And how would you like to automate this process? So how do they get in here? They get in here by filling out a form, making an appointment, signing up for something. So like one of the triggers could be like they fill out a form and you then say, add them to this pipeline in this stage. And you can assign dollar amounts to them. So you can add tags, you can add their company name, you can see what pipeline they're in. Did you win them? Are they open? Are they no longer a client? What's the lead value? The opportunity source? Like you literally can go in here, you can add tasks. Look at this. So this was a demo account. So they got to create fun things in this demo account and like play around with it. And so she put a thing there to tell Kiki that she's awesome. And I think she is awesome. So, but you see, like, you can organize your entire business and be able to come in here and see who is in what stage of your customer journey and figure out what do you want to happen next. And you could say, okay, this person had an appointment. Did they come? Did they reschedule? And if they reschedule, you can set up an automation here. What do you want to happen? If you move them over here, what do you want to happen next? So it's one of the cool ways that you can organize your business and feel more in control and not having to run your business on a spreadsheet. Yay! So very, very cool function. And we know that Monica Geller would love this. Ms. Phoebe Buffet has a business. She runs a massage business, which does require her to set appointments. One of the cool features here within You Can Automate is the calendar feature. So I have been able to replace, I was using You Can Book Me. You Can Book.me is the name of the calendar program I was using. A lot of people use Calendly or Acuity, and you can replace that calendar feature with this. And so literally, if I were to click on this, people would be able to, I can send this link out to people and they can select an appointment. I can also send the direct link for the type of appointment I want them to schedule. And I can also have paid appointments. So I believe that this one has a paid appointment feature, if I remember correctly. So it'll tell you how much they're going to be billed for this appointment. It is a paid appointment. So you can set those up, and you can also connect your Zoom account or your Google Meet. So you'll see here, you can connect either of those, and each of them can have a color. You can also assign these to a different team member when you can select the time duration. If you want any buffer, how many appointments you're willing to take per day. If you want to do a group appointment, you can say how many people you're willing to take that day. If you want to say people can only schedule on my calendar in the next 5 days for like a specific type of appointment, you can do that. Do you need minimal scheduling time? And then your office hours that you're available, you can set these and you simply click off and those appointments are no longer available. So I have my Google Calendar connected and blocked off and time blocked how I want my calendar to run. So I never have to worry about worrying about the times and all that stuff because my Google Calendar is already set up that way. And literally you set that up in your integrations, but you'll see here, it will basically, you can say, you can literally just select everything that you want and it will automatically do it for you. Then you can set up an automation to notify you when someone books an appointment. Okay, so when someone books an onboarding appointment, for example, this is basically what the automation looks like. So assign it to me. They are going to be added to my pipeline that I have set up. They're going to get a text message to confirm their appointment. They're going to get an email to confirm their appointment. Someone is in my pipeline already. And then a day before their appointment, they're going to get an email reminder. They're going to get a text reminder. 10 minutes before, they're going to get another text reminder. And then it's going to ask them if they're confirming the appointment. Then it will say, based on their response, it will update and say, great, we'll see you in a few. You confirmed your appointment. If they don't, then we give them a reschedule link. So there's this conditional thing in here that says if they reply to a message and it contains the word yes, or it contains the word no, like you put in here, like yes, yes, anything like that. And you can have all of these ors or ands. And you can also make it look where it says intent type is positive, right? Any intent that says something around yes means that it's going to confirm that it is, in fact, they're confirming their appointment. So you can set up these automation reminders, and really it's triggered based on them scheduling an appointment and what type of appointment are they scheduling, that you can trigger this automation. So that's a really cool feature, and you can always turn these off and on. So literally you can make an automation for almost anything. Like really think about if you had a magic wand, what would you want your business to do automatically? That's literally what this thing can do. It is amazing. It is amazing. One of the things we know about Rachel Green is that she loves style. And one of the things that I really want to communicate to you is that you can essentially have a website or funnels or landing pages that are on brand in your style. There are hundreds of templates that we can choose from. I can load industry templates into your account. You can build it from scratch. It's so easy. So literally this is what you do. I'm going to come down here to the bottom, and I'm going to literally show you all the cool things that this can do. Now, this is a demo account. So we're going to first start with our width. We're going to do full width, and then we're going to add a row, and we're going to say let's say we want 3 columns, okay, which is what this is right here. In each of these columns, I can say, what do I want to go in this column? I can add a form in here. I can add a picture in here. I can add a video in here. I can then come down here and I could say, I want to add a button right under that. I can come in here and say, I want to add some text underneath here. I want to add a subheadline. I want to add bullets. I want to also have an FAQ, like literally, okay? And so what you do is you create that, and then you move on to the next. And this is the way I do it. And the reason why is because then, see, like this whole green section here, I can say, turn this to a different color. So I could do that. I could also turn it in, I could have a background image instead, and this is a GIF. And then you're like, oh, it's not centered. So you can come in here and you click full center, and now it's like perfect, right? So here you find an image, you literally just double click and it inserts it right there for you. And then the video, you can use YouTube, Vimeo, or other things. And just paste your URL here, and boom, now you have a video. And so literally there's so much you can do. Now, let's say that you want this sign up to go to like a pop-up form. Okay, so what you do is you could use this as a order form, for example, and you can customize this order form over here under advanced. And you got to add a product. So there is a tricky part here. You have to add a product to the page and then it'll show up on your order form. So, but you can also do order bumps and add bump products. And then once you do that, then it will show up here on your order form. You could even, if you wanted to, you could add pictures. This Zoom is in the way. Hold on, let me see if I can move this. There we go. All right, now we've got the trend. So if I click on here, I could add like a picture up here, right? I can get creative. I could use this as a form and use it as like sign up for my free gift, right? And but literally you can use this pop-up to do anything. And then it's like, okay, what do you want to happen next? After they fill out the form, you could say, go to the next, to like a thank you page or something like that. So besides funnels, besides websites, you literally can make a page for almost anything. And, you know, being able to have a navigation, you can make it fun and cool. And then here's another trick that I want to show you. I know I'm going really fast, but I want to like not take up a whole lot of your time. Is that you could say, I only want this picture to be visible on desktop, or like this right here. This is empty. I don't want that. Like it's gonna screw up how it looks. So what I do is I come over, I click this and I come over to advanced and I click on this, don't like this mobile icon, and it will remove it from the mobile view. Now I can do the same thing with desktop. I could come in here and say, don't show this on desktop, and it would disappear and it would only show on mobile. So there are some times, and I've done this just recently, where like a button, I wanted the button to go, I didn't want it to be here. I wanted it to be behind underneath. So what I had to do is like here, I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be down here. Well, if I move it down here, it's going to change it on desktop. So what I do is I just create a new button and I make this, I hide it on mobile, and this one, I hide it on desktop. So now this button, I just change it, and now it's where I want it to be. I know, very tricky, very, very tricky, but it is one of the cool features that you can have. And then in here, you know, you can change the appearance of how that looks so that you can actually read the text. So make sure that you do that. Always check your mobile and just come in here and make invisible anything that is just extra white space that you don't really want to be present. See, easy peasy, right? And don't forget to save. Don't forget to save. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to delete all the stuff, the crazy stuff that I just put in here because I don't need it. So boom, there we go. Just like that, save, right? So very, very cool. And then in here, your typography is where you can choose your fonts. If you want to have, you know, all of your colors and stuff like that. You'll also be able to do your SEO metadata if you want to add any backgrounds or anything like that. So you can come in here, you can choose the size that you want it to be on mobile and desktop. If you want to change, if you want to add any custom fonts, it uses Google fonts. There is so many fonts, you guys, literally, there are so many fonts. And so then you can add your colors, add your custom color wheel. Literally, there's so much you can do, so much you can do. You just got to play with it. And so one of the ways, the other thing that I do sometimes is I'm like, I really want like extra space right here. And so sometimes what I might do is I might like create like a period, and then I'll turn it italic, and then I'll come over here to italic text color and I'll make it disappear by using the clear. I know, I'm so sneaky, but there are things that I've figured out how I want, because I want, you know, the certain spacing and stuff that I want. So anyways, I hope you can see how fun it can be to build pages once you get over the fear that you're going to break it. You're not going to break it. You're not going to break it. And if you know custom coding, CSS and JavaScript and all that other kind of stuff, I don't. But if you do or know someone who does, you can totally bring in that feature into your pages. So very cool. We know that Joey Tribbiani is great at communication, being an actor. So what I want to do, this is our Relaxy Taxi demo account. These are people that have been playing around with the app. And so what you can do are some pretty cool things. You can track all of your conversations. There are no unread conversations. You can see recent and you can see all. And literally what it will do is any appointments that have been scheduled will show up here. Any text messages that will be sent, you'll notice they're in this little green bubble. This is email. So literally it sends you an email. Like I have this programmed as part of the demo account to send people appointment reminders. And this was me testing it to make sure that everything was working properly. Notice how I even have the Relaxy Taxi logo in here. Like how cute is that? So I can literally come in here to my contacts and I can say, select everyone if I want to, and I can say, send them a text, right? I can send them a text all at once, type a message, send it out right now. I know, isn't that cool? The other thing I could do, I could send them an email. I could add the tag. I could, like there's multiple people in here. Look, I have multiple accounts, right? So I could merge all of these together into one with this little feature right here, which is so amazing. I can add them, I can change the pipeline, I can add them to a campaign. There's just so much you can do. Manage smart lists, which is also very cool because if you want to like create tags, then you could create smart list based on those tags, which I have those set up in other accounts. I could totally show you if you want to see them, but just know that that function is available. So if you wanted to like tag someone with like client, then you could say all of my client tags, add them to a smart list or your email list or whatever, and be able to send them out to people. So the conversations and the contacts tab is very cool. It literally just like, what do you want it to do? What do you want it to say? And you can set all of that stuff up automatically. Like, let's make it easy. Let's make it easy. And then there's this cool D&D feature. So if they unsubscribe, it will remove them from getting messages from you. So very cool, in compliance, all that good stuff. So I hope that this was helpful, learning about how you can communicate and improve your communications. And by the way, I should also mention in the automations, you can set up those texts and emails to be sent like automatically. So for example, I don't have this turned on because if they're fake appointments, but if someone were to make an appointment, it will automatically send them a text right over here. They'll automatically send them an email because I have it set up, and you can select what template you want it to send. You can create templates in the email and then it will, right? So it's just so cool. It's just so cool. I can't even handle it. Okay. I hope this was helpful. All right, we know that Ross is a huge fan of education. And one of the cool things that you can do here on You Can Automate is you can have unlimited products, courses, memberships, anything like that, programs, whatever you want. And literally it's very easy. It's very easy. But you'll be able to preview what it looks like. And you can customize all of this. So I have 3 categories. So these are the categories, and then these are the videos, and everything in here is branded to my colors and everything like that. So it's very cool. And I love that I'm able to really make this my own. You can also have different offers. And then like, this is like the checkout. So you can get links, but you can customize your checkout. If you want to have a service agreement, you can have a service agreement. I don't need one. Your offer details, you can add videos or more pictures. You can customize the banner. You can edit your checkout copy, add your logo. I mean, literally everything that you need is in here. And so then you click preview, and this is what someone would see when they want to check out. I haven't changed my blue button yet. I actually just learned how to do that the other day. I'm still learning, right? I'm still learning, always learning cool new things that it does. So you can use this to create courses and not have to worry about, any monthly fees or anything like that. One of the other cool things you can do with this is, let's say that you have a free course or something, or a paid course even, that someone that you have, and you talk with someone and you're like, wow, I really want to give this to them. You could give it to them manually by just going into their contact card, and you could find someone, and then you would say, like, you can also do this thing where you can set up an automation that if they sign up for this thing, then give them this offer, select offer down here. And then it literally, what it would do is it would send them a thing that says, okay, hey, I just gave you, here's the email. It literally just sent it to them. It says, here's, we're glad to have you here. And I can customize this with a customized email, but it'll send them their username and a system generated password. So literally you could do that, but you can also set up an automation so that when someone signs up for something, it will automatically give them access, and it will generate an email that they will get on how to access that content. So memberships, huge part of why I love this system is because I felt limited by other programs and other softwares. I can only have 3 products, and I'm sorry, but I like to teach. Me and Ross have that in common. We love to teach, and I didn't want to be limited. So with You Can Automate, you are not limited. You can have as many courses, programs, memberships, etc. that you want. All you need is a Stripe account, and it integrates with it.